It's time to rock and roll!
Hey, how you doing, listeners? Another episode of the Waffle Press podcast. We are talking Wicked for Good. Uh, as always, this is Gina Versa. Next to me is my co-host Diego Crespo.
Hi, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm toasty. I'm ready to talk Wicked.
hmm
But we're not alone today.
Yeah, we have a guest, a friend of mine. Her name is Kendall. We work together at G4. It's good to have you on the show for the Waffle Press movie podcast. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me, guys. Thanks for having
Yeah,
me talk about Wicked. I absolutely love Wicked, so I'm so
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, when was asking you to be on the show, I was like, what movie do you want to talk about? And I believe it was like Wicked was like top of the list, right?
Yeah. I think also we were talking about something else. I completely forgot, but I remember I just watched Wicked again and I was like, oh my God, I should freaking text him about Wicked. Like that's what it should be about.
hmm Yeah, yeah, no, it's a fun musical, but yeah, for this is your first time on the show, so can you tell any listeners just about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Kendall Lynn. I'm a content creator and I do a lot of like theme park content as well as I'm gonna try to do movie content. I used to. I don't anymore. I might do video game content again. But if you love theme parks, I'm your gal.
hmm Is it how long it takes to get from the entrance of Disney or from the
Yeah,
parking lot, from like the
that
tram on foot? Those are
that's
really fun.
currently the most popular series I have. It's just like what is the best way to get inside Disneyland from the parking lot? Because there's like there's four different ways you can get inside. And most people want to know what's the fastest and what's the easiest for strollers. So I might have to get a stroller one of these days.
Just to try
Yeah,
it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty helpful, actually. Okay, so big Disney stuff, but like
Mhm.
when you do theme park stuff, because this is my first time meeting you. Very nice to meet you. Very excited to have you on.
Oh yeah, nice to meet
Um,
you.
Thank you. Do you go mostly for like I know there's what is like Disney bounding and stuff like that, or do you enjoy the rides? Do you like roller coasters? Like what's your avenue of theme parks, or are you just like all of it? Give me all of it.
I think I've always been just like a huge Disney adult. Like my whole family is a big Disney adult people. We don't Disney bound. We tried to do that for maybe 2, 3 years when I was a teenager, and we just like couldn't do it. We just didn't know how to make it look good. We didn't have the clothes to do it. But we love rides for sure. And we're not necessarily like big thrill ride people because my whole family we get motion sick.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's like harder for us to go to also like Knott's Berry Farm or Six Flags, which is why we like Disney a lot. But now that I have like, adult money, I can get an annual pass and I just like going because it feels like a mini city to me. Like I could just sit there and not do anything, which feels nice.
Yeah, walkable cities. Turns out people like them. We should
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah,
more of them.
right? Surprise. Oh, shocker.
But in terms of what we're here to talk about today too, so you would do like a Wizard of Oz theme park. You'd be all about that.
I hear Universal might do it.
I think they should.
So I
Bring
think
it
they
to
should too.
bring it to Epic Universe.
Yeah. There's like two or three empty sections in Epic Universe, and everyone's pretty sure one of them's going to be Wicked. So I
That
don't know if
makes
that
sense.
means flying monkey rides or something,
Mhm.
but it's going
I
to
hope
be something.
I hope so. Yeah. Yeah, all the stuff for Epic Universe just looks pretty cool. Did you get to go yet?
Not yet. I think the idea is to either go end of 2026 or early 2027. Have you guys been?
Nope.
Should we just go?
I think so.
Yeah.
Should we
And
just
so
make
Yeah.
a trip?
we'll get a squad together. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
just
I
Yeah.
go to
love theme
Florida.
parks, but I also love like roller coasters. I don't get motion sickness from them, so that's my superpower, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'll hold all the bags when you guys go, so we don't have to
Oh,
get
thank
like
you.
do all the lockers.
I appreciate that. I take my camera basically everywhere, so if you could hold on to that for me, that'd be really
Mhm.
appreciated.
Yeah. I
Thanks.
say we do an episode in Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Don't tempt us.
One of the
Yeah, we'll just find a cozy spot.
yeah,
I'm
the
good.
yeah, the was it the How to Train Your Dragon section looks like pretty like cozy and just somewhere around there is just like a place to record, I would imagine,
Uh-huh.
You record on the dragons.
on the dragons.
They let you do that,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
They can't arrest all of us.
We have like a whole podcast set up, the mics and everything too.
It would be our biggest hit. That would be the most popular episode by like miles. There'd be no comparison.
Yeah.
Um, all right, but let's get into it. So how do you discover Wizard of Oz? Do you watch the original film as a kid? Do you discover it through the books? The other there's sequels to that movie. Some of them very cool. Like, where's your entry point into this all?
It was definitely like the original 1940s movie. I I don't know if the books was my like breakthrough to The Wizard of Oz, but I do remember like my mom reading some like kid version of them because there's like also adult versions of them, not including the one Wicked's based off of. But yeah, I mostly is just that. And then I remember when I was like a teenager, there was like I didn't really think about Wizard of Oz except for the way everyone talks about it in the film industry about how it was like one of the first Technicolor movies and stuff like that. But also there's that conspiracy theory that there's like
The
someone
dwarf,
in the back.
yeah,
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes.
he hangs himself in the background on
Oh,
like one of the trees.
yeah, and no one knows if that's true or not, but then everyone says it's a cursed film and it
Uh,
like it's now cursed the Wicked cast. So
well, I think it's just like a tree that some like I think like a sandbags attached to it, and it just like falls or something.
yeah, because I feel like that set can't be that big to where someone can't look in the back and know it's not a person or is a person.
yeah, I
So
think that's the real like myth shatterer is like, that the field doesn't actually go that far back. Like there's a
uh-huh.
wall pretty close to where the actors are. They're matte
Exactly.
paintings. So it's just a funky tree, guys. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
I
Sorry to
would.
break the illusion.
Yeah, I would think someone would have to stop filming to see some guy like in the background, probably hanging himself or something.
Yeah. It's like
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when people thought like, oh, Kubrick was killed for Eyes Wide Shut by the Illuminati, but they still released the movie. Like, no, that's not what happened, guys. Sorry.
Or is it?
Yeah, he takes the
Ooh.
moon landing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
conspiracy podcasts do very well, so maybe we should just lean into that. I don't know.
I
Like,
know. Invite some flat earthers.
oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Don't want to be associated with those people. But
Can't use this
yeah.
background for that podcast. End of the world.
No, you can't. They'll tell you you're a lot. You're lying.
Yeah, it's like an optical illusion.
All right, so we all watched Wizard of Oz as a kid.
Mhm.
And then in regards to the Wicked musical, like where does that come into play? That comes in later.
Yeah, I feel like I was always a musical kid. And I think that's because my sister, she's like 3 years older and she loves to sing. So naturally, like we found a lot of things where people just sang. Um, and I also don't think Wicked was my like breakthrough musical, but it was the like one of the first, 100%. And it was a slime tutorial on YouTube. It wasn't even like us going to Broadway or like off Broadway or just like a college show. It was literally like us on YouTube and being like, "Oh my God, girls in dresses singing." Yeah, and then you just like fall in love from there. It's a little abstract, I think, for kids, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Love
about
those
like
songs.
propaganda and stuff. And as a kid, you're like,
Yeah,
this isn't Wizard of Oz. Like,
yeah.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
really is
didn't.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I didn't watch or I didn't know of the musical until like 2011, 2012, because like most things in my life, there was an episode of New Girl where the character of Winston Bishop is singing the soundtrack in a car. Like I think he sings like Popular, and Defying Gravity, and I was like, "What music is this? This is like really good. Like, did they make this up for the show? No." And that's how I discover the Wicked musical. Gene, I actually don't know where you come in with Wicked. I want to ask you really quick. How'd
I
that
feel like,
happen?
yeah, I feel I generally knew about it when it was coming out, because I remember a lot of ads for the play either coming to Los Angeles or playing at somewhere close. So I generally knew about it. I didn't watch it until probably around when the movie was coming out because everything about the movie seemed pretty interesting. So I kind of caught up with it. But yeah, it was always in the background for me. So I didn't like immerse myself in the world of Wicked until probably like last year, I would say. So I'm like a late bloomer for this franchise.
Yeah, we were Wicked splained by musical theater friends on several occasions. Not complaining, we love those friends, and um, I
It's a
think
lot.
it's safe to say we all greatly enjoyed part one.
Yeah, it's a lot of lore. I was like someone was telling me about like the books and then the difference from the books to the musicals. I'm like, what's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like
The books are darker.
they are, yeah. I was like looking into like all the wikis and everything, and I'm like the original Indians seem like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So would you guys have said like going into part one, it was like intimidating since you guys were like late bloomers, especially Eugene?
I think it was intimidating a bit. I mean, you know Wizard of Oz, right? I mean, everyone watches it, the original movie, but yeah, the backstory for some of these characters are just kind of how they're changing the world of Oz for this adaptation was a little daunting, I would say. And I felt like some people seemed like you needed to read the book, but I guess not.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think only if you wanted like Easter eggs and like those little touches they add here and there to it, but I think
Yeah.
they're all pretty like within their own universe.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get on board with that, this is a more like this is a more it has a more critical lens, right? It's like don't believe the fantasy in just because it's a fantasy world. Like I think Wicked works
Hmm.
notoriously for the first act. The second act
Yeah.
has always been the more controversial one.
Hmm.
So, safe to say we all liked Wicked Part One.
Yeah.
Um, Kendall, take us into Wicked Part Two. This one seems more divisive. The musical, people always say it drops off in the second half. What did you think of Wicked for Good?
Yeah, everything you just said that people say that happened, it definitely did drop off. But I think it's just like a very difficult like act to adapt. Like I think Wicked for Good doesn't have like act two. It doesn't have like a proper beginning, middle, and end or a proper like climax like part one did and act one does in the Broadway show. But I think they did really good for the material they had to work with. I still liked it. I still like teared up at the end. Obviously, not as much as the first one. The first one, I think, is a tearjerker for a lot of people. But part one, you're kind of just, or part two, you're just getting to the end. You're just like trying to see the conclusion. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys felt the same.
Yeah. I felt like it's kind of going through the motions of the source material. This needs to happen here without going into spoilers yet, but yeah, it did kind of feel like it was going through the motions, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I will interject and say I think we can talk spoilers because it's you're basically spoiling Wizard of Oz and Wizard of Oz,
Oh
God
yeah,
bless it, one of my
true.
favorite movies. It's old, it's fine. You could talk about that openly, and
Yeah.
this is also like a 20-year-old musical, an even
Mm-hmm.
older book. So yeah, let the spoilers run free.
Okay.
Most people have seen Wicked Part Two by now. It's making so much
Yeah.
money. Good for them.
Yeah, didn't it hit like top 10 movies to gross over like 60 million open weekend or something like that?
I think
Like
Yeah,
it,
so.
it
it's
made a
like
lot
with,
opening
yeah.
weekend. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think Zootopia 2 is going to take much away from it. So like
No.
Yeah.
they're
But that's
both
like
make money
also,
separately.
yeah. Zootopia 2, I know, is making like records in China, but I also know that China loves animals. Like
Hmm.
animal movies is their thing, apparently.
Yeah, this movie will make like $2 billion.
Yeah.
Like Zootopia
Yeah,
2, I mean. Wicked, no, but it'll still make a lot of money. So
Yeah.
yeah.
um to be a little, I think I'm gonna be the Debbie Downer a little bit on this.
Mm.
I was not looking forward to Wicked Part 1. I did not think it looked very good, despite the incredible casting choices. And then I really liked it. I would say I even loved that first Wicked, despite some hangups and like my fears and worries. Every fear and worry I had about that movie was present in this one though. So this is coming from a place of genuine hurt because I really wanted to like this one, and I'd never found like a groove to like get into the movie. The performances I feel we're still pretty good, and it's not their fault. The material's just not there to make it sing the way. Like there's no defying gravity in the second half, and like obviously you can't top that, but I wish they tried a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, I almost wish they kind of rewrote The Wizard of Oz in this one more. You know, they made it into a whole other movie for the second act, so I would have liked to see them push that further. Like, I love The Wizard of Oz, but you could try to reinvent some stuff with that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Well,
know.
they, yeah. I
I
mean, they
wasn't
are,
in love with this movie, unfortunately.
yeah. They already kind of were reinventing some of the characters, the Tin Man. So why not
Would you
reinvent?
say reinvent? I would say like remixing, you know?
Well,
And
I
I don't
mean,
even
you
think that's a
still,
bad thing for the record. I'm not,
yeah,
this isn't a criticism.
the Tin Man, well, Bach, yeah, he's such an angry guy. He's like super angry. And if you watch the original movie, the Tin Man's just kind of, you know, just chilling. He seems, yeah, one of the, yeah, more like laid back characters. So, yeah, I would say like reinventing the Tin Man.
Incel Tin Man.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
I
little
do
bit.
like I think that's very scary. I'm kind of into that as like a scary idea. Like and the makeup's very
Man,
good on him.
it
Yeah,
was
that's good.
amazing.
Hmm.
And I think I like that they pushed it further in the movie than in the Broadway play. I don't know if you guys have seen the Broadway play.
The bootlegs. There's some
Yeah, that's
bootlegs on
great.
YouTube.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I want to.
in it's like very it's more musically, it's like more about the vibrato in his voice and stuff, but like in this one he's like I'm gonna fuck a bitch up. Like I don't mean to curse, but
No, yeah,
Nah,
you
go
can
for it.
curse.
Go for it.
Yeah, he's like absolutely gonna like kill her,
yeah.
like decapitate her with his
Uh,
axe.
uh-huh.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, I wonder like what the rest of the group were doing as he's like, they're wandering through Oz and he's just like saying all these threats that he's gonna do to the witch.
Yeah.
I don't know what Dorothy was thinking.
She's like la di da di da, I'm just trying to get home.
Yeah. Then you have that guy in the corner like brandishing an axe. It's like, what's that guy's deal? Jesus.
I feel like he was like that the whole journey too.
Hmm.
He's just never chill.
Yeah, I don't think he was. He gets a heart eventually. Maybe he could have chilled out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the musical, do they ever say like what happens to him? Does he get like?
Yeah. So what's fun about the musical, especially the Spotify playlist, is the song with Nessa Rose where he turns into the Tin Man, is not in the Spotify playlist because it's considered a spoiler, right, for what happens to him. That happens to Bach. So a lot of people who knew Wicked through the like just the playlist didn't know that Bach was the Tin Man.
Hmm.
So when this came, it was like completely new to them. How it happened was completely new to people, especially for people who haven't seen the play or knew about it as a spoiler. Um, so I would say they did well, Broadway show versus the musical, right? But I think it felt more dramatic. Honestly, I think it's more dramatic in the Broadway show than in the movie because
Interesting.
it's like you feel more bad for Nessa Rose than I think you do for Bach, whereas in the movie you feel bad for Bach. But it makes sense because I don't like Nessa Rose and no one should.
Yeah, she gets really a short end of the stick this movie.
100%.
Yeah, like they portray her pretty bad, and then a house falls on her. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't have a chance.
No, she never did. Not with those shoes. Not with those shoes.
Mm-mm.
No, and that's a shame. I do like the moment when they're like, for legal reasons they can't use the ruby red slippers. So when she starts flying, it's like, oh look, her slippers are heating up, and they get like a little red. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I see what you did there. That's very clever, very
Yeah,
clever. I appreciated that.
legally they can do that. That was like a loophole.
Yeah, no, that's the
Yeah.
most they could do. Yeah, I'm saying
Hmm.
I liked it.
It's
Yeah.
becoming fire red hot.
Yeah, yeah, do what you got to do to get around that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, I don't know. I kept bumping into this problem though once the Wizard of Oz stuff really started, where it was like, oh, and the Wizard of Oz just happened off screen. And I'm like, wait, I got invested in this story because I like the characters in this story. So when they get to the Wizard of Oz stuff in for good, it feels like they drop the character agency so stuff from Wizard of Oz can happen.
Mm.
And that left me a little cold because I came to really like these characters and care about their journeys. And the second half of the movie is just kind of all that, and I was like, no, I felt it like slipping away from me further and further.
Hmm.
Did you
Um,
feel that way for the Broadway show when you watched it?
yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
always been a problem since this last year when I really got to know it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, they've yeah, they had no chance for this. It's about
Yeah.
for sticking to the play, I think it is definitely a, let me say, it is definitely an accurate adaptation. I do not think that was the best way to go about it, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, especially since they added so much of them in the marketing. Like I was like, oh, they're gonna add so much more of like their faces, what they're doing, their journey. No, it's exactly like the Broadway play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get two lines from the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here, I need to.
Call
People, I
me
think, I think
DJ.
are looking at me crazy when I say this. Does the Cowardly Lion look too sad to anybody else?
He looks too scared.
Like,
He looks too
I
scared.
feel bad when I look at it. Like, maybe that's the point. I don't know. It just makes me sad.
Yeah, he looks like more depressed than like a coward.
Yeah.
Like, someone help him. Look at him. You've given him anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Mhm.
felt like a clinically anxious lion as opposed to like a cowardly lion. Like the cowardly lion in the movie is just, he's like there's scenes where he's not scared. He's just walking or fighting off monkeys or something.
Yeah, and this one, I don't think he could do much, honestly.
No.
Yeah.
But
But here I feel I'm being very negative about this. But Kendall, what's some of your favorite stuff from the movie? I want to hear more positive perspective because it's not like a worthless film or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, I really love like the songs, the way they like adapted the songs. I think each actor really gave it their own twist. I don't know if that was like through the help of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, because I know they were like in the booth with everyone and helping them find those lines. I don't know how true that is. Especially for like Ariana Grande, because like she does produce her own music. So I'm sure that's like something she could do for this movie. I just don't know if they would allow her to do it as much as they say she did. But no, it was a good twist. I think everyone really gave it their own personality, but it still stayed within the realm of Wicked. It wasn't like so far off. I remember in Wicked Part One, they're like, let's make popular super, super like pop starry. And Ariana Grande was like, no, we have to give them Glinda. So I'm glad they like stuck with that because I think it would have sucked if we suddenly got like an R&B version of like No Good Deed, you know?
mhm.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
also, I just have to say, costumes, amazing. Costume design, I think they should win awards. I don't know. I think they're fantastic. I think they had a lot of little tiny motifs and a little tiny Easter eggs of how they felt internally. Like the Glinda dress that was cut from the movie that had like the
Mhm.
green ruffles and it was a spiral. Like I thought that was fantastic. And it really showed how Glinda felt inside versus the outside via dress. I'm sad we didn't get to see that in the movie.
Yeah. I was gonna say, just going back to the musicals, did you like the new, it was like two new musical numbers, right?
Oh, so useless. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, don't
Yeah.
be, don't be, please.
Yeah. Like I get what they're going for. I really do. I I think the I forgot what they called it. No Place Like Home, the Cynthia Rivio song.
Hmm.
I think it was fine. I think it was a good song. I think the context in which they placed it in the movie didn't make sense. We just never saw her really talking with the animals, except for the two animals she like grew up with slash learned from. We never saw her like go up to them, talk to them, converse with them, and be like, let's fight together. It seemed like that was the first time she's ever done that, you know?
Yeah.
And why would they listen to her? Why would they stay just because this is their home, you know? Their home is being ransacked and they're getting pushed out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she only
it's
talks to like Bear. That's it.
Yeah.
yeah,
All the animals. I
yeah,
guess the
Mhm.
goat, the professor.
yeah, and Kendall, what you're bringing up too is like you're totally right, and like I like that there's a lot of complicated like material there that's like pretty political. The first Wicked movie was praised for being like uh, basically aggressively political in Hollywood nowadays. Like George Lucas praised it, and he's a leftist, a maniac who I love because I want to be him as a leftist maniac. But I felt like that sort of scene was like an ample opportunity to like tell an interesting story with those ideas like further, but it didn't land because of everything you said. It's like you don't see
Yeah.
her talking to these people. You don't see it's very much like a plot point, not like anything that comes
Hmm.
from character, which I think is I guess my big criticism of the second act of Wicked. Like none of it's really that interested in character, which is why No Good Deed is my favorite song in the second half of Wicked. My favorite part of this movie where I was like, "Oh, look, I could feel a pulse," you know? I'm like, "Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
There's Wicked." Um,
Uh-huh.
and then the final scene with Glinda and Elphaba, which is, it's moving. I didn't get teary-eyed, but I'm like, "Yeah, this is what the movie was missing for so much of it."
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm. And
and
I
yeah.
felt like we were missing exactly what you're saying. I felt like we were missing for Glinda's new song. I didn't feel connected to that at all. And I understand that her first two solos were it's songs about like her lying to herself, her lying to her people, her trying to convince herself to do something, to feel something. And this one's like finally like introspective and she can finally understand that she's been sheltered her whole life. It didn't hit for me. I just don't know because I think it also because of the context of where it was in the film. I think it was like, where Bach was all fired up and ready to murder someone. And I felt like they halted that to just have like this really introspective moment with Glinda. And I felt like it halted the movie. I felt like it stopped momentum, you know?
1000%. And that's unfortunate because Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are very good in the movie.
Yeah.
Perhaps my most cancelable Wicked take though is that they're not my favorite in the movie. My favorite
Yeah.
is my boy Jonathan Bailey.
Oh,
When I
so
when
good.
I saw him in the first Wicked, that was love at first sight. I think that guy should be the biggest star on the planet.
Hmm.
That dude is reigning charisma. I want him to be in every movie. He's
Hmm.
why I
Hmm.
saw the new Jurassic World basically. And also kind of doesn't get a lot to do in the second half of Wicked, so
Not really.
again, I'm still sad about that.
Yeah. But he's great. He's fantastic. He's the voted the sexiest man alive, the first openly gay man sexiest man alive.
Hmm.
Deserved.
Deserved
There he is.
100%. That man
There
is
he is.
working. He is
Mhm.
working hard.
Yeah. His song too is the song that he gets is pretty great as well. He has
Yeah.
really, yeah.
She floated him to the bed, guys.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't
Yeah.
anyone?
The group of friends I saw it with for a friend's birthday and it was the private screening stuff. Gene was there too.
Yep.
And that scene got a rapturous response, we'll say.
It was the Avengers Endgame real app for
Yeah.
theater fans.
As it should have. That was great.
Yeah.
It was the first time in the movie I was like, this, yeah, like you said, this is wicked. I'm excited. I feel a pull. It's like, yes, it's picking up finally. But as expected, because it's part two and they just have to like get through that beginning half before things could really happen.
Yeah. I really like Elphaba's like lair, like her hideout. It's very well like designed. I
Castle.
love like,
Yeah.
it's because she's basically like an eco-terrorist at the start of this film, and that rules. And so she's got like all of her stuff is in nature and stuff like that, and just the way it's all designed, it's so great. I agree the award. I mean there should be award consideration for like the wardrobes and the production design and all that. I do think we have to talk about the elephant in the room, though. And there's a lot of discussion about whether or not it looks very good on camera. I think I would say no. I do not think it does, and I want to get out of the way that it's unfortunate. It's a rare film with a woman cinematographer. John M. Chu is one of the few Asian directors in Hollywood consistently working. And it's a bummer that I don't seem to like their work very much, but they seem like wonderful people. Everyone seems to like to
Mhm.
work with them. And that is, you know what? To me, it's a sign of progress. Even a movie I think is a little mediocre at times can still provide work desperately needed for people in the industry. So,
Yeah.
thumbs up. I just wish it looked better.
Me too.
Like,
But
I'm sure you guys saw, I think it was like he was commenting on, people saying the color grading of the first film sucked. He said he wanted it to feel real. And if the cinematography was too, I guess, wacky or silly and the color was too vibrant, it wouldn't feel real anymore and it would like take away from the story. But the story is also like two witches and magic and like a Wizard of Oz who like comes from a different universe and takes over this like Emerald City of Green. Like, I don't know. I feel like there was like a definitely a medium place for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
yeah, I
yeah. I don't.
I I think
Yeah.
the comments are silly. Sorry, go ahead, Sheen.
No. Yeah. I just like I don't. I'm still wrapping my head around his like explanation, his logic of why he decided to like make the Emerald City not look, not look magical, not look green. It's just, yeah, I don't know. That explanation just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, yeah, what you're saying, Kendall, there, it's witches. Like, just let them, just let the color grading look magical, right?
Mhm.
Just make it, yeah,
The goat was talking to the Green Witch. I think we can suspend
yeah,
disbelief for a little bit.
a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
just a tiny bit. I remember the first trailer dropped for part one, and there's an uproar of the color grading, and then they slightly bumped it up. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe, yeah, sure. Imagine if
Yeah.
we got that first trailer color grading though, like it would have been so washed. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. There's that beat at the end of Popular in the first movie where everything goes pink. So I'm like, so you guys could do it.
If
You
you
Yes,
guys could
wanted,
just
I
do it.
I constantly bring that scene up because I thought that was in the trailer. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay, so that means like when there are very intimate moments, they're probably going to like bump the color up, which is why everything is like a little bit more real, you know?
Mhm.
And we just never got that. Even in the second movie, we never got that again.
They never did. Well,
Man.
maybe like, am I misremembering the land beyond Oz? That looked a little bit different, or is it just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Very
slightly?
yellow.
There's
Yeah,
there's
just
a
yellow.
low-hanging sun, even digitally, that's
Yeah.
gonna give you the feeling of like more life, It's who doesn't like looking at a sunset? I'm not
Yeah.
criticizing that.
They're like walking towards Tatooine or something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
George
gonna be
Lucas
the
saw that and probably was like, yeah, all right. You guys
Yeah.
get it.
that's gonna be one of the spin-offs
Yeah.
of the Star Wars crossover with Wicked. He would
That would be
be
great.
he would come out of retirement. I think George Lucas would come out of retirement for that.
But no, I will say I have to like respect them for trying something different for like a more whimsical movie and trying to keep it more real because of like what the movie's about. It's about war, propaganda, it's about politics, which is cool and definitely something we need nowadays. I think the message went over a lot of people's heads still. But I get it. I get it. I get why he chose to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? They tried something. I would argue it didn't work, but you're making a decision. And at the end of the
Yeah.
day, even if you like or whatever you like or dislike, we want artists making decisions as human beings and not machines. So,
Yeah.
I commend them for that, even if I disagreed with their decision.
Yeah. And it's true, it is better too if like one or two people make it over a corporation or multiple creatives because we just see that ruin movies all the time. So and this was successful. I think you could argue that it's very
Yeah.
successful, both of them.
Yeah,
So
yeah, clearly it doesn't
Yeah.
matter in the long
yeah.
run.
I
So,
mean, I I saw it twice now, so it worked for me.
You saw
So,
the second one twice?
yeah, I saw part two twice. So I think
Nice.
I only saw, well, no, I saw part one also twice, probably not in theaters though.
Nice. I'm gonna send you a slime tutorial for the Broadway show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
please.
you're compare them, okay?
Okay.
You gotta let me know.
Yeah, I'll text you after. Watch the video.
all right, let's see. Anything else stand out to us? Oh, the wizard being Elphaba's father. I thought we all knew that by the end of the first one already, but I forgot. I guess we didn't. But like because the visual storytelling, again, this is something that the movie excelled at for this with like the little green bottle and everything like that, and he's drinking the green bottle. It's like, oh, okay, we all know that. And they showed the flashback with the young de-aged Jeff Goldblum, and I was like, didn't love that. But the actual scene, I actually quite liked. Um, and I forgot, like Jeff Goldblum, he's like such a meme now. He's such a generational personality. That I forgot he's like a good actor. So like the moment when he realizes Elphaba was his daughter, I'm like, oh, that was a good performance from him. I hadn't seen him be able to do that in some time.
Yeah,
Where did that come
I
from?
can't remember. Yeah, really like Jeff Goldblum performance. I'm like, oh, that was really great. Like, I think, yeah, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, he's just kind of going through the motions of
Yeah.
you Malcolm. But yeah, the Wizard, he was pretty fun, as I would say. But yeah, that moment, yeah, you feel bad for him. He
Yeah,
was,
for a moment,
For a
yeah,
a
moment,
for a
brief
yeah.
moment, yeah.
moment.
Not
You
like
feel
I'm not
bad for
saying, yeah, I'm not saying like I forgive him for just like imprisoning animals and just being a general asshole, but
yeah, like in his not even his basement, just like a closet side door that he has in his
a
room.
bunch of animals. The was it his like ceiling just has like all these like flying monkeys chained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something he definitely like had people build for him. Like, hey, can you just make a chamber that's like a vertical like cylinder?
Yeah, it's not weird. It's not weird. It's
It's
okay,
not
guys.
weird.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think about it
It's
too
for
much.
air circulation. It's not, don't just make sure it has a grate that I can lock up. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's for air circulation. Yeah, yeah. I saw this thread on Reddit. It's. I'll find it for you guys. It's supposed to help ventilation.
Yeah. I like the idea that Wicked has a Reddit. Like they have the internet, they have wet Reddit.
Yeah, they would make it like Aussian vernacular though. I
Yeah,
don't know what that
yeah,
would be like
yeah.
ridiculous or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be great.
probably ridiculous is what
Yeah.
it's for.
That is really good.
Thank you, thank you.
Um, but like back to like him being Alpha's father, right? One, I think they did great. I think you could tell through story. A lot of people did forget. I don't think it's the fault of the movie. I
No,
think it's the fault of media literacy really going downhill. It is
Yeah.
obvious. It
yeah,
Yeah.
really is. It almost is obvious from like the scene they try to pretend it's not him when they were younger and he was like having a flirt with Elphaba's mother, but I don't know. I literally think it has to do with the audience.
no, I
Yeah.
think you're
Yeah.
right, and we could do a whole other we could do multiple shows about media literacy,
Hmm.
especially
It's not
in
going
this
great.
country. But
No.
yeah,
Not going great.
no,
Mm-mm.
not going good. I mean, and look to lean off the audience just a little bit. Where would they learn it at the moment? Like we
True.
don't support the arts in this country. Uh, I was gonna say as much as we should at all. We basically don't. Um,
Yeah.
but again, that's a whole other conversation. But yes, media literacy is absolutely the problem.
And they tried to fix that in this movie too about Glinda and everyone being against Glinda, saying she's like a Nazi collaborator, which she kind of basically is. But they like added this whole new song for her and added like new scenes and more intimate moments so that you really understood where she was coming from and why she was doing the things she was doing. But I think media literacy is so down that it still went over people's heads, and like the new song still didn't help, unfortunately. Maybe it did for some people, but I gotta give them props for trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not like some evil movie or something. I just didn't think it worked.
Yeah.
And for me that just bummed me out. I wish it worked better for me. Uh, but any other highlights we want to mention before we start wrapping up on the film? Anything really stands out to us? Um,
Oh, yes. I need to know. I need to know how you guys felt about Jonathan Bailey as a scarecrow. That
Ryan
CGI, that
Reynolds.
makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I like the makeup. I'm still like maybe it's going back to the media literacy thing, but I'm still like wondering why he was in silhouette, why he was obscured, that he was the scarecrow. Because it's like it feels like they kind of spell it out when he gets like beaten and the spell happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm still confused. I'm like, why was he so obscured the whole movie?
I
And
think it
and
was
then the
just them
reveal.
trying to do like a reveal, you
Okay.
know. But I'm with you. I don't think it should have been a reveal. I think that should have been the moment. But then this is I'm sorry. This is me going like, well, he should have just rewritten more of the second act in Wizard of Oz, and then
Yeah.
I think we should have followed the Dorothy story. Dorothy should have been the
Yeah.
third lead of this movie, you know. But we
Yeah.
don't see her
Yeah.
face, so she's just a tool of
Mm-hmm.
propaganda.
Yeah.
And I'm not even against that decision, frankly. If you want to
Yeah.
make Dorothy an antagonist, just give me something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say the memes though of the scarecrow looking like Ryan Reynolds have been pretty funny.
Yeah. And he really does. It's a little insane how much he does.
Yeah, it's
That was the
that
direction they
facial
took.
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They chose it.
But the actual like makeup and stuff, now that I've seen behind the scenes footage of it, I'm like, whoa, that's pretty fucking spectacular. Like it
Yeah.
looks, and it doesn't look like they just put a sack over his face. It looks like his
Mhm.
actual skin. It's disgusting.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
almost looks better in the behind the scenes photos than like in the actual movie. So I
Mm.
wonder
Hmm.
like what happened there, if that really was just like camera tricks, the lighting, or like camera like lens. I don't know. Color
I
wash, color
think
grading. I don't know.
when
Yeah.
when they shoot, because this was shot anamorphically as well as the first film,
Hmm.
and those lenses can be very soft if they're shot wide open. And because the movie has so much backlighting, I think the shooting at a wide open f-stop and the backlighting, it doesn't lend itself to very like clean images. They look everything looks very soft, which can work in certain instances. I think sometimes it does in both of these films, and other times like that, I'm like his face looks too smooth now.
Yeah.
Maybe don't do that, or have him
Yeah.
facing the backlight instead of having his back to it. You know, then it would be like,
Mhm.
oh, look at this. There's your reveal, right? They
Yeah.
kind of try to do that, like when Elphaba rides on the broomstick for the first time, and then she leans up with the hat and stuff, and it's like, all right, yeah, that's a hero entrance, like something
Yeah.
like that for Fiera, I
Yeah.
think would have hit a little harder if they wanted to stick to the reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Gene, and anything bounce out to you that you want to mention?
That I really enjoyed. Um, hmm. I I was just I think the ending really sold the movie for me, even though I didn't like that last act, which is the second act from the movie, because the first two acts of this movie were, they were fun. They had really great, uh, yeah, some really great set pieces. But the last scene, I'm like, oh, okay, like I could forgive a lot of stuff in the last act. For it was just nice to see like she survived. She was with Fiero walking off into the sunset, could be tattooing or whatever. But yeah, and then yeah, it was nice to just have um that ending for that movie. It was just pretty, just nice to see like a happy ending, I guess.
Yeah,
Especially, yeah, if she gets like treated terribly this whole movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, poor Alphaba.
Can
Yeah,
I ask
I like that too.
what did you guys interpret from like the book, the Grimoire opening for Glinda?
For to me, I
Hmm.
think that just like Elphaba is sharing her magic with her now. Like now they're gonna be apart, but they'll always be together, like in their hearts, and like I maybe am a little simpleton. I think that's a really beautiful message.
Hmm.
And now because of that, because they have been changed for good together, right? Now she can have access to like true magic in Oz and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got kind of the same impression of Glinda who doesn't really, yeah, like you saw the flashback of her trying to perform like a magical trick and she's just unable to, and she kind of you like she kind of fakes it. She's finally able to use magic to like interpret the book, and yeah, it was a good end for her character arc for these two films.
Yeah, what did you think?
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying, and even like everything online is saying, except for the people who think Alphaba is letting Glinda know she's still alive.
Mm,
Because like the whole point of what they did, the whole ruse was to make sure everyone thought Fiero and her were dead. So like, why let someone know she's alive? Like, I understand it's your best friend, but I think it's like literally the interpretation of what both you guys said is true. That like it only works for people who are good. It like really concludes Glinda's story and how she is a good person inside, and that they're sharing each other's magic together. I think it's all correct.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think it's important that she sees it by herself because when she's a little girl, this is why that
Mm-hmm.
flashback you actually do need. It's like she's trying to put on a show, like, look at me how special I am. Like, no, no, no. It's now that she is who she's meant to be, she can have it to share with other people, not to not for attention, not because she wants to be the center of it all. It's like, okay, now the actual good can come from this, which again, I think
Yeah.
is very sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say the theory, people speculating that was her way, Alphaba's way of letting Glinda know she's still alive. I think in the voiceover or one of the lines she's telling Feork is she's telling her like that even like Glinda has to think she's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would really contradict like what she's telling her too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would honestly kind of like ruin the first song of the entire thing because like Glinda has to think she is the wicked one who's dying alone, and no one mourns her because she's the wicked one. Like, I don't know.
mhm,
It's a whole weave of emotions.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's a question I just thought of as we wrap
Mm,
up. Is that theory going to be true if they try to make sequels to this?
yeah, the spin-offs.
Oh man, I like the thing is I don't want it with this cast. You can have it in the universe. I just don't want to bring them back unless it is like Dorothy or Ethan Slater and I guess Cole Domingo,
Mhm.
like
Yeah. Oh yeah, who got paid probably like $1 million for two
I
lines.
know.
For
Good
two
for him.
lines.
He
Good for
deserves
him.
it.
Exactly. Good for him.
Yeah, he fucking
Yeah,
rules.
but I don't want our main cast to be in a spin-off. You know,
Hmm.
their story's done. It's concluded. That's why it's part one and for good.
Yeah. Have like a legacy sequel in like 10 years or
Yeah.
something.
They ain't waiting 10 years. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No, yeah,
5 years.
Well,
5 years.
look,
They're
as
starting it
someone
right
who,
now.
as someone who just watched Return to Oz for the first time last year, a sequel to the original Wizard of Oz, like 50 years later or something like that. That movie rules, and it sent me kind of in a like an archival dig through the other Frank Baum Oz books, and there's so much cool like nerdy magic shit in those books. There's like you guys know about like the Gnome King? There's like a giant mountain that's
I
like
don't.
Dorothy's like nemesis, and it's
Oh,
like it's so cool. There's so much stuff you could do that you're right. You don't have to touch this main cast again. You can tell
Yeah.
new stories with all this stuff. Again, not that I want it, but you could.
No, that would be awesome. They probably would just because of how successful this is. So, and then they need more content for Epic Universe. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah. They
imagine if if Hogwarts in the Wizarding World talked to you. That's what I want. I want
oh,
the giant mountain, the Gnome King, to talk to me when I go into Epic Universe
yeah.
and
that
try to
sounds
fight me.
awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's everyone's got to watch Return to Oz, by the way. Its cardinal sin is that it's just not Wizard of Oz, but it rules. There's if you saw it as a kid, there's a bunch of scary shit in it. I didn't see it as a
Mhm.
kid, but I could tell if I saw it as a child, that would have fucked me
Terrifying.
up.
Well, I think
Um,
even the first movie's terrifying. Like all the monkeys and
Oh
everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
that was scary. That was scary for me as a kid.
And they make it dark too.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
honestly, like, CGI and puppets weren't the best back then. So it's always gonna look uncanny valley and like really off. So.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, very true. And the uncanniness makes it even like scarier, you know?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Kendall, thank you so much for joining us
Mhm.
today. Really great to meet you. Great chatting with you. Plugs, where can people find you online? Do you have anything you want to promote coming up?
Yeah, you can find me on all the social medias at Kendall Lynn. I do a bunch of theme park content. If you guys want to go to a theme park together, I'm freaking down.
You know what? I think
Um,
we got to put that on the docket.
but yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to plug except for this awesome podcast. Like, this is great. Thanks for inviting me. I had a fantastic time.
Oh
Oh, thank
yeah,
you for
yeah,
coming on. Yeah.
yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, I was trying to have you on for the longest time, so it's cool
Yeah,
to finally have you on.
I don't know. I'm glad it worked
Especially,
out.
yeah, especially to talk Wicked too.
Yeah. I know it's like a little negative, but like,
Oh, I
listen,
mean,
everyone knows it's great already,
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it was like a little critical. I want to say, yeah, just a
Yeah.
I
little
think
critical.
We need that in the world.
if you
Hmm.
truly love something, it's okay to be critical about it. As long as
Yeah.
it's fair and you're not just being an asshole. It's possible to be
Yeah.
an asshole. We try not to be here. So,
Because
No.
otherwise it's a cult. You're in a cult.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It
People
would
could
suck
be
to be in a
overly
cult.
positive and people could be overly critical. Both those
Uh-huh.
extremes exist.
Yeah, it would suck to be a cult, especially over like a book or a movie. I can't imagine having that in real life.
Yeah.
Being a cult over a book.
It's a thing. It's happening. There's
Yeah.
a Avatar, the blue people avatar. Yeah, there's a
Oh,
cult there.
that's like, oh no.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
people that get like depressed because Pandora's not real.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I will say, after watching Way of Water in like the high frame rate 3D, for a moment I was like, I kind of get it. I kind of get where
Yeah.
they're coming from.
For sure.
Wait till this new movie, you might like reconsider being in that cult too.
Yeah.
I was at the top of the parking structure and I was like, if I just take one more step. No, 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 no,
Will
no.
I
Just
land in Pandora?
Mhm.
yeah, no, no, no. Don't do that.
I'm
If you have
joking,
still
guys.
serious thoughts, call a number first,
Yes.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
yes,
see
yes.
Avatar: The Way of Water again. No,
Yes.
Yeah.
but seriously, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
This was a blast. Links down to all of Gene and I's stuff below in the descriptions on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Patreon, where you can get early access to some stuff. There will be an early retrospective for patron listeners, so check that out. It's a surprise one. Regular listeners will get it a little later, a couple days later. And that's it for us today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We have been professionally unprofessional.